it's the 29th.
It is. I had to look down just now and see what I had written down. So I'm like, what day is it?
Oh, I know.
I went and had my haircut today and I walked in and normally there's someone at every station and the music's loud there. And it was like, I only saw one lady working so far and the fellow behind the desk was just sort of chilling and the music was on, but it was like really, really low.
It was quiet.
It was
How
so
nice.
nice.
It is nice.
Oh,
Oh,
it
it
was
is
nice.
nice.
And I said to the guy, I was like, it's so quiet. And he's like, yeah, this week is just, and
Nice.
I'm like, yeah, it's my favorite week of the year. Just this week between Christmas and New Year's.
Because it
I
almost
love
feels like you're in a different time. You know,
it. Yeah.
it's quieter, things are more chill, school hasn't started yet again. I mean, regular businesses are going about their day and whatever, but it's just,
Right.
and can I just, on that note, can I just say, here's another old lady complaining thing. But this bothered me before I was middle-aged.
Okay.
This has always bothered me. You know, when you go to the hair place, and it's not necessarily the background like stereo music, it's not necessarily music.
Uh-huh.
Why do people have to have the TV on everywhere you go?
Oh, yeah.
So, like, you know, that you get your car serviced and you're in the waiting room, the TV's on. You go to the dentist, you're in the waiting room, TV's on. They do have HD TV going on in the waiting room in the lobby, but they used to have the TV from the ceiling and you lay back and you could watch whatever. They
Oh,
took them
right.
out. They took them out and I'm like, "Yay. Thank you for taking," because it's just too much. It's too
Yeah.
much for my little ADHD brain. It is too much.
I had to take my oldest, they have the Invisalign things.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And you have to go periodically and
Yeah.
have them checked, whatever or
Sure.
whatever. So most of the time they go in, it's like a 5-minute thing
Yeah.
and then they're out again. But every now and then they put dots on the teeth
Uh-huh.
and they click into the dots.
Yeah.
And so every now and those need to be taken off and repositioned
And they shift. Right.
and because they shift. So it was one of those. And so I was in the waiting room for probably 40 minutes.
With your knitting.
And they had the TV, right? And they had commercial going up here, like text, commercial text. And then they had like a kid show here and an adult show here. And then up here was also like a moving commercial thing, like at all times.
Too
And I
much.
just had to I couldn't even look at it.
No.
Like I couldn't even,
No. I have to find a corner.
yeah.
It's way too much. It didn't used to be that way. I mean, I can understand a little background music or whatever, and some magazines. Why? Why do people have to have a TV wherever they go? That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Bring your
Yeah.
knitting, bring a book.
My
There's
hairdresser, they don't have the TVs at all. They just but it is music and it is, I mean, it's like you're gonna hear the music. You're not
yeah, I mean,
hearing.
that's fine.
Yeah.
I feel like music is less intrusive than the visual
Yeah.
TV thing. Anyway, so that's my bitch for the day.
Yeah. So hair update. We're getting to
Yeah,
the end of the
yeah,
month. It's
yeah. I
been a
like your
month.
cut. I like your cut.
It's a little shorter than I normally go with, but it's gonna be a month until I see her again, so that's okay. And then, but we had a big discussion. So today was the day she was supposed to add streaks to the part over here,
Yeah,
but it's not annoying me yet.
it's okay.
So we had a big talk about, because I've been using a clarifying shampoo,
Yeah,
which supposedly will help lift that semi-permanent color out.
right.
And you can't really tell, I think, on this screen. Maybe it's just what my light settings are, but my hair's getting redder. Like the brown is coming out. It is
Yeah.
coming out.
I can tell
But
that it's a little more amber colored a little
yeah,
bit, and you don't have like a big straight line of
right.
demarcation. It's a little blended. It's not.
It sort of fades into.
Yeah, it's fine.
So at this point, we're like, no, let's see how it is next month.
Yeah, just wait.
And yeah, so we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah,
Still going natural. And because I thought, because you can have them do what's called a gloss, which is just sort of a coating on the hair and it makes it shiny without and you can have them put dye in it, but it can also just be clear. and just makes your hair shiny.
Yeah.
So I was like, maybe I'll do that. And she's like, no, let's just not do that. Let's just keep not putting things on. And I was like, okay. But that also means I can keep doing the clarifying shampoo on it and hopefully get even more in the
Stop.
next month. So
Yeah.
that's my state of the hair update.
Mine's annoying.
Have you
It's
decided? Have you thought more about what you want to do?
no, I mean, I've thought about it, but I haven't decided anything. I go after the first of the year because
Uh-huh.
I had to reschedule. I was supposed to go this week, but I had a conflict, and so I don't know. That's all
So,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. Maybe I'll do the Viking thing again where you just go shave the sides, leave the top, let it grow, and then I could have like a Viking whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Apelia's coming up.
Oh yeah,
You can celebrate from afar with a haircut. I thought it looked cool when you did that.
the shave. Maybe
I'm
I'll do.
down with
Thank you. Thank you for that
that.
feedback. Nice. Okay, so moving on. I want to talk about the crazy cat lady thing. Some people commented, "You are not the only one that does not know about that." A lot of people didn't know about that. This one person commented and said, "I've had 2 cats at a time for the last 30 years. I've never heard that." Okay. It's okay. Now you have. Maybe
Yeah.
we're spreading the whisker love. It's okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're cute. Totally cute. And then somebody made a comment about baby teeth. I'm like, "Oh, like,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, okay. I don't know why that started. Why is it culturally a thing that we save our kids' teeth when they fall out or, whatever? But you think it's weird that I saved my cat whiskers? I mean, they're arguably cleaner than baby teeth.
Yeah. I don't remember what I did with that. I think
I
because
mean,
I remember being a kid and having friends whose parents kept their teeth
oh
and just
yeah,
that's that's weird.
kind of yeah.
First of all, because I'm pretty sure your parents aren't the tooth fairy. So how did they get those teeth?
The tooth fairy gives them back when
I guess delivers
that's
them or something. But I know there's a lot of products out there that are like keep your baby's teeth in this kind of thing. And I am not team that. I think I just threw them away immediately. If not, I may have started keeping them and then was like, I'm not doing that and just threw them out.
yeah. I tell you, I kept them for a while and then I said to my kids, this is a thing. Do you want them for yourself? And they're like, ew, no, that's disgusting. And so then we're like, okay, we threw them out.
There we go.
There we go. But I mean, I let them decide that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's bizarre.
Yeah. I
I,
don't know. I wonder if it's like going back to old times where it would be like, if someone got a piece of you, then they could do something to you kind of thing, so you had to protect it or hold on to it or I
well,
don't know. I'm just throwing ideas out there.
yeah, then if that's the case, you better save all the hair that gets cut off your head.
Yeah, right. I don't know.
Probably not doing that.
Probably not.
What
Maybe
about,
they just cutting their
um,
hair. It's just like, I don't know.
yeah, but what about fingernails?
They were all walking around with long hair and long fingernails. They had to keep their teeth for safety reasons.
Okay. I guess I feel like saving my cat's whiskers is not that odd in comparison to teeth.
I mean, again, I think everybody has their own things that they think is like cute and comfortable for them, and that's
Yes.
fine.
And we won't yuck on anyone's yum.
That's right. I honestly like even if it's not something I do, I don't live in your house. I don't live in
Yeah,
their
yeah.
house. I live in my
Well, yeah,
house.
because you wouldn't have as many cats and yeah. Okay.
I mean, growing up, there were times we had 4 or 5 cats,
Yeah,
but that was a different household. That was my mom's household, not this household.
yeah,
So
yeah. So you have Max, the wonder dog.
we have the old man Maltese. He's an old
And he
man.
saves like 14 or 15 now.
No, he might be 14. He might be turning 14 this year, I
Hmm.
think. Nice mug.
Thank you. I'm having candy cane hot chocolate at the moment.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I think
That's
that was from day one. Mhm. It was nice.
Mine's one of the ones, that Terri
Oh,
Laura and Julie Dennison did to promote wool.
right. It's awesome.
Yeah. You can find that at terrilaura.com.
Yeah. So, no appropriate segue once again.
No, that's okay. We have a whole bunch of random stuff to touch on.
Yeah. So, yesterday we mentioned the glittering snowscape
Oh,
shawl.
yeah, yeah, the
I
Hiberknitting
may still
project
have the name wrong.
for Stephen West, but you'll
Right.
put it correctly underneath if it is not
And
correct.
the link is in the description down below. But not just the one pattern, but he has, I think there's 8 patterns in this year's Hiberknitting collection.
Okay.
Steven also has a YouTube channel where he shows techniques and stuff, and that's totally he's brilliant. Some of his patterns are not my jam, but I can certainly respect the brilliance and creativity behind their design.
Mm.
Absolutely. However, this glittering snow, whatever it's called, one, I like that.
I think it's really pretty.
And he's got some
Yeah.
really neat cable patterns in this year's collection as well, hat and a cowl, and there's some other stuff. So I am considering, and I'm leaning really strongly towards just doing it. I put a poll up in my Patreon page
Uh-huh.
because I realized that, after the first of the year, people are regrouping from the holidays and whatever, and maybe it's not the best time to do a knit along. However, some people are like, yay, I'd love to do that. And I haven't done one of Stephen West's patterns, and this one looks like a good one to start with.
Uh-huh.
There are several, like I said.
Yeah.
So I'm leaning towards doing that. So watch for details about that. I will have my poop in a group and have that all figured out uh, to talk about the specifics on the 31st, on New Year's Eve. Yeah.
Yes.
And and if people want to start late, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
fine.
we've talked about this a little bit. I love that shawl. I've done at least 4 Stephen West
Yeah,
projects,
you
and
have.
same thing, like, I really the designs that he does, some of them are just so perfect for me. I'm
Yeah.
just like, "He's a
Yeah.
genius, I love him," and some of them I'm like, I can respect the technical
Oh, yes.
the technique and the creativity, but not for me.
But it might not be something you would wear.
Right.
And that's
So the
okay.
other day when we were deleting emails, um, I unsubscribed from Stephen West's mailing list. That was one of the things I unsubscribed from. And it really was, it's like no diss on Stephen West.
Oh, not
Absolutely.
at all.
He's fantastic. But it's one of those things where it's like, well, when I'm in the mood to knit Stephen West, I go looking for Stephen West. I don't need it coming in my inbox,
Sure.
like
That's fine.
he's enough in my brain. I know to go look for him,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know,
And the thing is, if you spend any time on social media or Ravelry at all, you'll see. I mean, you're
you'll
aware
see him.
of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's so popular and he has some amazing patterns, you'll come across it or someone
Right.
will tell you about it.
Right. But I unsubscribed from the mailing list and then looked at the letter that I was using to unsubscribe from. And I was like, wait, that's beautiful. I want to do this one.
Right. But
So I'm going to be looking for yarn to do it, but I'm not going to be able to do it until like February or something.
but it's
So,
okay.
but it is, I think it's really lovely. It's a great way to use. And also I will say, I think all of his examples are done as gradients.
Huh?
And I'm kind of like wanting to hang back because I know there's going to be people out there who just knit it with like different colors
Or even a
and instead of doing a gradient or is the same color. And I want to see some more examples before I decide what I want to do. Because I know I don't have a lot of gradients, you know.
and you
So I'm
know
like,
me, I
"Oh,
just love a good gradient fade.
I know.
Love,
Yeah.
love, love it. So I'm all about
Gorgeous.
that. I'm
Yeah.
all over it.
Yeah. I just don't have any. I might find some as I do the restash. I might find something,
Huh?
but I'm pretty sure I don't have anything I would describe as a gradient.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that's something for people to look for if they want to join in as they go through the yarn stash restash
Yeah.
process.
Shop your stash, guys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You bought the yarn because you liked it. Look for a
That's
project to use it with.
right. Right.
Yeah. Speaking of segues, today,
I was kind of proud of myself for that one. I planned that in my head.
today for the Yarn Stash Destash. So this is our third day working on project bags. So the first time we worked on the bag itself. And then yesterday you were supposed to think about the projects in your bag and decide if there were any you wanted to unravel and return to stash. That's fine. I have done that in the past. I didn't have to do it this year. But there are times in the past where I've like, a third of my work in progresses have gone back to stash.
Okay.
And so today you should have had all your notions and stuff set aside until today. And today we're going to go through and we're going to make kits out of them. So I use, as far as like the actual kit container, I mean, I have a lot of little zip top bags, but I also have little tins. I have like one really cool made out of cork, like fold up thing that folds up into a small container. You're just thinking like small little containers. And if you don't have enough, then you can use little zip top bags, whatever. But what I like to do and what I recommend people do is make up a notions kit for each of your project bags and just have one in each project bag. So it's that is actively working on, not your empty ones, but if you have a project in it, have a notions kit. So it's all right there and you're not having to hunt things down.
Because what I would do would be to be like, oh, I'm going to work on this and I'm going to the dentist's office, and I grab it and then I would forget to get my little pouch, or the pouch would be in a different whip.
Right.
And then I'd get there and be like, oh, I don't have scissors. That's when I'm dragging out the Leatherman.
Yeah, exactly. Or I don't have a stitch marker to mark the start of round or stitch repeats or what, so just make a kit.
Awkward.
Yeah. So what I do, should I go grab one? I should just go grab one. I'll talk you through what I put in all of my kits. Okay.
Do that.
Okay. So I grabbed 2 kits because I wanted to show just size wise. So this is one kit. It's just a little tin.
Oh yeah.
And this is another kit. And this is all of these, everything in here. It's the same stuff.
Okay.
In both kits.
Okay.
This kit is just a bigger bag. So I picked all my bigger stuff to go in the bigger bag.
Yeah.
And this is smaller versions of the same thing. So I'll show you this is how I make my kits. This is what I found over time I want to have on hand for any project I knit. And then if I need specific stuff for the project, I'll add to it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So I have some sort of tape measure. Okay.
Yeah.
I have something to hold stitches on.
Oh, okay.
I have some darning needles. Sometimes it's just one darning needle in a kit.
Sure.
But I had a chibi, so I have a few in here. I have something that will allow me to do cabling if I need cabling or if I just need to hold a few stitches temporarily. I have a pair of scissors.
Oh, tiny.
And I have 10 stitch markers.
Oh.
And even if it's a set, if I have like a set, I'll make sure one of the stitch markers is somehow different from the others. This is an assortment, so
for your beginning of round. Sure.
Yeah. I will have, this is something I've just started adding, which is just something to hold a loose thread. So if I'm letting something dangle for a reason, I can use this just to tie it up.
Yeah.
I've been gifted so many of these lately. I think they must be super inexpensive that I just put one in every notions kit. And then 3 other things to make sure I'm not going crazy. So one of them is lip balm.
Oh, there's that. Because
I always have chapped lips and it distracts me. So all of my notions kit have a lip balm in them.
Yep.
A nail file.
Yeah.
Because, and then also some sort of lotion.
Oh.
And so to me, that is a complete kit.
Okay.
Okay. So that's what all of my kits have. Now you might not have the same chap lip problem where you don't care about that. And your hands may always be soft and supple. So you don't care about lotion or, just think about what makes a complete kit for you.
And what irritates you when you're away from home and you need something?
Right. And make up kits. Now, if you don't have enough to make up full kits, only make up the full kits, leave the unfull ones to the side, and add anything you're missing to the list. And just have it, you don't have to go shopping for it yet. Just add it to the list.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
that's also a good, I would argue that that's, and I'm not arguing, I'm agreeing with you. I would say that, little things like that, like little, tiny scissors, like I love these. They were not that expensive, but that's a really good, like if you have an upcoming birthday, it's not very expensive, but it's an appreciated little gift that you
Yeah.
could put on your list for, maybe one of your kids would buy one of these for $3.99 or whatever. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. And
Because
just to
it's super
show
helpful.
you,
It's super helpful.
so this is inside that small kit. I have
Wow.
all the same stuff, just in smaller sizes.
Wow.
And it all fits in that little one.
Yeah. And
So,
I use an Altoids tin because I love
yeah.
Altoids. And they smell minty.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
done.
that's nice. So we'll actually, so as you're going, one of the things you're supposed to be doing is maintaining a list of anything you notice that you're missing. And we'll have a day towards the end where we talk about that list and different ways to
Yeah.
get those things into your life. Okay. So
All right.
that's today, just making the kits. And then you take every complete kit, put it in a project bag, and your project bags are done. 3 days on project bags. We're done with them now.
Okay. I have
Okay.
some catching up to do, I will say.
Um,
I'm the problem student.
I will say this is a good time to jump in because we're sort of finishing we're finishing a unit, if you will.
Right.
So gather everything and you can do all, now that you know what the 3 steps for the project bags are, you can just do it all
Yeah, that would be
at
good.
once and have
That
it
would
done.
be good.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm
And then,
I'm a little out of order because I think we mentioned this before, one of my daughters is home from school, and so she is helping me with all of my organization. And so she's doing that a little bit every day as we go along. So I'm kind
right.
of out of order with how I'm doing things, but it's
Yeah.
okay because I have a helper. So I'm not going to decline that and be like, nope, you can't do that today because we're out of order. I'll be like, yes, please help me. Go ahead.
Yeah.
It's okay.
No, no, use your helpers. Use your helpers.
Yes, use your helpers. But so I am a little behind because I'm also editing video every day,
Yeah.
but I'll get caught up and
You'll get
I
caught up.
yep, and really good tips. So I'm going to go and hunt down the rest of the things I need to. I'm still trying to get my poop in a group.
Step 1, get your poop in a group.
And
I
I'm
will say though, there have been people joining in late. There's still people jumping in. It's still fine. Like just, and as you jump in, and you make your posts, just say, like, I've got my poop in a group. Day 1's done. I'm through bags 2. Day 2's done. Like you can make one post and just like acknowledge each of the steps, and
Oh,
I'll just
okay. Okay.
check it
Oh,
off.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. And, because I'm not doing it for the possibility of a giveaway. I'm doing it because it needs to be done.
it's a good process. I love, and it's making me really happy to see people's posts where they're like, I was really tempted to just like go on and do this thing, but I'm trusting the process. And I'm like, yep, trust the process. Trust the process.
Anne's been doing this a few years. She knows it works. And you have people, I have recognized people that are coming back and doing it for the second and third and fourth year in a row.
Yeah.
I know some of these people and they're like, yep, it's time, doing it again.
It's time. Yeah, and I love that. And I will say, like, I am happy everyone is along for the ride, but I do this because I need it every year.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, and isn't that as creators, as online knitters, that's what we do. We do what we want to do and we share it with you.
That's right.
and
That's right.
and hopefully people enjoy that and get on board with that. And
Mhm.
yeah, and it's fun. And I won't say this happens every time, but I would say 8 times out of 10, knit alongs are the things I want to make.
Yeah.
because it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to make videos and do all the things for something you don't want to do, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But I absolutely, you know, like with patrons, when we decide what to do for knit alongs, I'll throw out there like 3 things and then the patrons vote.
Right.
So,
Yeah. I will say, just so people aren't like, oh, well, if you have to do it every year, how is this helping? It is so much easier doing it this year than it was doing it the first year. Like it is going so much faster for
yeah,
me
yeah.
to do this because as I go through the year now, having done this, as I go through the year, I'm like, well, I'll just take care of it now. So I'm not 100% with that, but as far as like cataloging my books as they come in, much better about doing that, much better about making sure my notions kits are complete, like things like that. So it's sort of a jumping off point for forming new habits.
Yeah.
And then just the person, if you haven't sorted your yarn in 15 years and you did it a year ago, it's going to be a lot easier that second year to do it than it was the first year, you know? So things get easier. That's it. We won't talk about the face you're making and what it means.
Yeah. 20 years of stash that has never actually been cataloged.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's things I'll be like, "Ooh, I forgot all about that."
Oh yeah. It's really eye opening. And even doing it every year, I tend to find something where I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
I forgot about that. You know?
Yeah.
That's okay.
Well,
That's why we do it. That's why we do
yeah.
it.
Yeah. So one no appropriate segue, but here we go. It's day 4. Wait. Yeah, day 4 of Kwanzaa. We forgot about Kwanzaa yesterday, so my apologies. But I think what I'm going to do, because we've had some delays with the mail and the Kwanzaa kit from Carol, I think what I'm going to do is maybe just do a standalone video. But if you're interested in the principles of Kwanzaa, I have put a link down below in the video description for an article and all about from the History Channel
Okay.
that explains all the things. So hopefully there will be Kwanzaa yarn. And I'm looking forward to seeing that. So watch my Instagram for that. Yeah.
Her stuff is always so nice. I'm looking forward to,
And she's very generous with what she
yeah,
offers.
that's very nice.
Yes.
Yeah, it's huge. I can't, like, the first time you did it, I was like, what? It's
I
like just
know. Yeah.
massive amounts of yarn.
Yeah. But, but like I said, there's been a mail delay. We had some horrible weather, and I live in the middle of nowhere. So, if something says, oh, it's in Denver, you think you're going to have it the next day? Maybe not. Because it has to go
Yeah,
to 2 other facilities before it comes to me,
right.
because that's just the way it is when you live.
I will say we're back
Oh,
to getting our mail at 1 in the afternoon instead of 4:30. So I think life has gotten easier for mail carriers,
I
but I'm
hope
sure they're
so.
still catching up in weather and
And, the backlog of packages is real,
oh
man.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's crazy.
For
So we
sure.
look forward to some mail that hasn't shown up yet. So we'll see.
Excellent.
So we'll see.
Well,
Hooray.
I have my yarn here. I forgot
Yay.
to get it out ahead of time, but I pulled it out as we were talking.
Okay.
So 29, we got
Nice.
the bubbly
Ooh. Well, it's getting there, huh?
there. Yeah, we're getting close. I had to go. Let's talk about my ear infection. I woke up. I woke up
Yesterday. Yeah.
yesterday. Yesterday was a bad day for me, guys. I'm not getting into everything.
Oh, but you
It's
weren't
one of those days though where I was like, what is the next thing going to be? Like it was just awful, awful, awful. And one of the things was I woke up with a horrible ear infection that just came out of nowhere and couldn't find anywhere to get in to take us. We have a walk-in urgent care and we went and they were like, we actually have appointments today all the way up until close. We'll try and fit you in. And we were like, well, okay. So the CVSs around us, a lot of them have what's called a minute clinic, which is basically an urgent care, you know? So we were able to find one that we could go into. The appointment was for 6:30. It was like 7:45 by the time she could see me. And then she looked in my ear and she was like, "Oh, you have a severe ear infection."
Yeah.
And I was like, "I know." Like, but like I just woke up with it. It was awful all day long. So anyway, I'm on antibiotics now. It's getting better. It's getting better. But while we were in the CVS, all the Christmas stuff was coming down and all like there was all this New Year's stuff that has appeared that I didn't notice when I was in CVS the other day, but now it's all there. And I was just like, New Year's gets like short shrift on the merchandising thing, right? Like
Yes. Yes.
you have a few days to get in and get stuff, but it's all there. It's all there, guys.
So did
Go
you
get
buy
your party.
anything?
No, because it was so late that that CVS was actually closing. I have
Oh.
never gotten a prescription so fast in my life.
They're like, here's your stuff. Get out.
Yeah, it really
Hope
was.
you
It
feel
was
better.
like,
Bye.
yeah, it was awesome. I was like, well, now I know the secret. It's like come right at closing time.
So they'll get you out of there. But now I understand the New Year's decorations. What made you think of that?
Yeah, that's how I got there. We had to go by route of the ear infection though,
Get it.
apparently.
But
Sorry,
I'm glad you
guys.
got. No, I'm glad. I'm glad you got in and are
Yeah.
getting that handled because that's no fun.
It really was gross. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna open my yarn now.
Okay. We have
So this
Laxdale.
is our 5th yarn from Laxdale. Ooh, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this color really well. It's called Midnight.
Oh,
And it's actually, yeah, it's
ooh,
a
a blue.
very deep navy
Yes.
blue.
That's lovely.
Yeah. Let me grab the others.
Yeah, because that's gonna look really nice next to like
Yeah.
that steely ocean color.
Oh.
That's fantastic.
So we have one more color coming
Ooh,
tomorrow.
nice.
So there we go. One
And
more
then
yarn, and then we get to open the pattern
pattern
and
reveal.
all the little gifties.
That'll be fun.
That are our last day of filming. That's gonna be a fun one.
Yes, and tomorrow will be fun too. Do you want to tell why?
Tomorrow we have a special guest. Some of you may remember Shayna from previous years where she's come on and talked to us about Hanukkah.
And she's hilarious. And was
She
it
is
last year?
hilarious.
Last year you met
And
her.
we also meet typically in New York City during this week. I'll go over and meet her. But this year she wants to go to New Haven.
Okay.
So we're gonna go to Knit New Haven. We're gonna have some New Haven a pizza. They
Nice.
call it a pizza there, not just pizza, it's a pizza.
Ah,
And I don't know, poke around, see what else we can see. But we're gonna do the recording while Shayna's with me there in New Haven
yes.
tomorrow.
And
So
she's also our knitter friend, right?
she is a knitter friend. We went to the same college. I think we figured out that we overlap by a year, maybe, or I missed her by a year. She's
But you
younger
didn't
than
know
me,
each other then.
but we didn't know each other then.
Oh.
And we found each other through the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And then she found me through you.
Yeah.
Sheena's
Yeah.
hilarious.
She is hilarious. So we're getting together tomorrow.
Nice. Okay.
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 Day 5.
I really should find the end of the tape before we start. You know? Okay, that's a problem. I'm gonna have to.
You can just find some scissors and cut through the tape.
That would be good.
Yeah.
But not my good scissors.
No.
Oh,
Not
but I
the
would
best.
say these little cute purple scissors, I got these at Knit Picks and they were not expensive at all. And I unsubscribed from a mailing list, but before I did, I noticed that Knit Picks is having a 30% off sale at the moment. So I don't know what they have, but you may be able to fill out some of those notion gaps.
I will show you the ones I use because I often see these in yarn shops
Yes.
for
Yeah.
sale for many dollars.
Yeah.
And you can get a set of like 6 of these on Amazon for like $7.
There you go. And then you'd have 6 kits worth of tiny snips. This smells really good. Ooh, oh, I
forget what day it was
love
from.
that. Mountain Spring Farm Energized.
Yeah, so that's I was telling you as I was
Hmm.
shopping, I had the hardest time finding things made in my local area,
Oh,
and
but
that is made by, a local
yes.
lady using there's a goat farm just up the street from us, or not
And
up, like,
yeah,
5 miles from us,
yeah.
and, yeah, that's locally made goat soap, goat milk soap.
Thank you.
You're
It
welcome.
smells fantastic.
Good.
It smells great because I don't like foofy floral kind of, but you know that,
Yeah,
and I'm not letting my husband have it. I'm gonna hide
good,
it.
good.
He doesn't get that. Okay. Shall I open the yarn now, or are you gonna?
Oh, okay, like, do you want me to do day
Yeah,
5?
yeah. You go ahead, because I
Okay,
forgot.
got a little
I
let me
don't.
straighten it out a
I don't
little. I
even
got a
remember
little
what is day 5.
outlandish. Day 5.
Okay, I don't remember what that is.
Ah, it's more Chugwater Chili seasoning.
Have you had that before?
Yeah, you told me about you may have sent me some,
Oh, maybe I did.
but I ordered some as well, and this is good for it's good for chili seasoning,
Can't run out though. So.
but it's also, if you take some of this and mix it with sour cream,
Uh huh.
then it's a delish dip as
Yep.
well.
Yep.
I really like that. I think that's how I ate most of, if not all. I'm not sure if I have any left, so well timed.
Oh, don't lose your sticker.
What'd you say?
Don't lose the sticker. You should have a sticker in the bag.
Oh, yeah. Yesterday I forgot to I'm glad you said it because it fell out on the table. So hold on. Yesterday was I didn't show it because I forgot about it. This was the one that was in yesterday's,
Dogwood.
the
Yep.
dogwood, and then this is the one for today. Oh,
The
that's so
stag.
cute.
The sock knitting stag.
I love that.
Mhm. So I will tell you also the Chugwater Chili mix. Um, Chugwater is a tiny town of a 175-ish people.
Uh-huh.
The Chugwater Chili, I've had several acquaintances, actually distant relatives, whatever, that have been involved with Chugwater Chili in the past. However, they also have the Chugwater Chili Festival, Father's Day weekend, every year. You can go
Nice.
to chugwaterchili.com. They actually have dip mix.
Okay, maybe
That's
that's how I got the idea for it, was seeing
maybe,
that.
but they also have a steak rub. They have various other things. But the straight up, you can do that with the sour cream. You can also sprinkle it on a quesadilla. And that's really,
Oh,
I've done that. Like, you
that would be
just
good.
take your tortilla, put it in the microwave, melt the cheese, sprinkle the stuff, put the other on there, melt it a little more, and you're done.
Nice.
So that's, yeah, that's really good.
Excelente.
Yay. Yay. Okay.
Okay, open your yarn.
Woo! Woo! Oh, wow. Once upon a corgi.
Oh, yeah, that's a dyer from this area.
Yes. And this is called Depths Below. And look, there's sparkles.
Yeah, it has some stellina in it.
Ooh.
Sparkles.
75% superwash merino, 20% nylon, 5% gold stellina. 100 grams, 438 yards. That's nice.
There you
Thank
go. You're welcome.
you. And cotton candy flavored hot chocolate mix. Me and Sean are digging it.
Nice.
Thank you. Chink.
Woohoo. You're welcome. You are very welcome.
Hmm. That's a lovely color. That's kind of a,
Yeah, it's like a greeny blue.
yeah, with some gray. I feel like that's one of those things that could blend with lots of other things. I'm
Yeah,
thinking about
a
this
lot to work
coming
with.
potential shawl thing. So,
That's sort of the right color family for a wintry one too, if you
yes,
could
and
build
some
on that.
sparkles. That's
Yes.
appropriate for something called glittery snowscape.
You know,
Hmm.
something to keep in mind.
Hmm.
Oh,
What? What happened?
rage. There's a knot in my yarn. I hate this.
Oh, why? And it's cotton. Ew.
Ugh. Yeah, I
So that
can't
makes that
splice it. I'm gonna
harder.
have to weave in ends. This is my second ball of yarn, and the first one had a knot in it too.
Dang it.
We were gonna get out of here on a happy note, and then the knot came and ruined everything.
That'll be today's screenshot.
Rage!
That's so funny.
Anyway, now I have to deal with this, so
Oh, and
I'll take my rage.
people always ask where my shirt comes from. Amazon
Yes.
people, I just search for knitting t-shirts on Amazon. It's not
Oh, okay. Nice.
just
I
because
like that one. That's a
it's
good one.
purple. So,
And it's purple.
can't go wrong with that.
Nope. Okay, we gotta say goodbye.
You got to go deal with your knot.
I'm dealing with this stupid
But
knot.
here's a question.
Yes.
You know what I would do?
What
I
would
would
you do?
just knit on by.
You would leave the knot in? Is that
I
what
would
you
just
mean?
carry on. It's a tie box mat. Good for you.
I can't do it.
Can you overlap them and just keep knitting, or would it pull out?
I'm just gonna keep knitting with the new one, and I'll go back and weave in opposite directions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You feel
So I
better?
won't even wait. I'll do that after. I'll get a few rows knit, and then I'll go back and weave it in, so it stops annoying
It'll
me.
be okay.
It'll be fine.
I'm gonna do some stuff outside today. It's supposed to be like 45 degrees.
It's in the mid-50s today, and it was pouring rain this morning, and I'm so grateful it wasn't cold enough for it to be snow, because it would have been a foot of snow.
Yeah. The sun is out. The birds are singing. I need to go fill up the bird feeder. They have just been pounding down the bird seed like a whole feeder's worth every day. There's a whole
Wow.
entire flock of teeny little chirpy birds. I don't even know what they are. My mom would
Yeah,
know, but I'll anyway.
little ones.
Yeah. I need to go and
Okay.
do some of that stuff. So have a good day, and I
You
will
too.
see you in on location
On location
tomorrow
tomorrow in
with
New
Shane.
Haven. Live
Yeah,
with Shayna.
have a
Okay.
fun time.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.